Okay. Ayush, good afternoon.
Afternoon, sir.
Okay. How was your journey to here?
It was quite stressful because the bus was too crowded, and I just a seat left there, and I just ran all the way there, just sat on there, and just came here.
Okay, good. And well, how far is your home from here?
My home, it's about one hour far from here. It takes me sometimes 1 hour, sometimes 1 hour and 15 if I'm in traffic jam or something else. And if sometimes I meet a friend, then it takes me like 2 hours. It's like just normally it's just 1 hour away from me.
Okay, lovely. Today I would like to talk about your telephone habits. Okay. So how often do you make telephone calls?
Actually, I love making calls because I love being related with my friends. I love being in link with them. I love being connected with them. So when I call a friend, I just don't text him, I just don't remember him, but I listen to his voice. So it makes me remember him. The things we used to do in the past, the good times we spent together. So when I call him, I get emotionally attached with him. But if I text him, I don't get the feeling, but when I call him, I just give him a call, then I feel emotionally attached with him and just remember all the flashbacks from the past.
And who do you spend most time talking to over the phone?
Actually, I have a best friend, and no, she's not my girlfriend. She's just my best friend, and actually, I love talking to her because she understands me so well. Whenever I'm in a situation where I need some help or some support or some motivation, I always give her a call. Like, I'm in a situation I'm facing like this. I have a problem, and what can I do? And she suggests me, you can do this, you can consult with this, and she gives me a solution about the thing, like the problem I'm having. So, and next thing is, whenever I'm bored, she just makes me laugh. She makes me happier. So that's why I love talking to her more often.
Okay. And when do you think you'll make your next call?
I think tonight, because I haven't called her since 3-4 days, so I'm quite like missing her. So I'd love to give her a call tonight.
Okay, lovely. Do you sometimes prefer to send a text message instead of calling?
Actually, yes, because I do have some work in my daytime, so I be like quite busy sometimes out of my schedule. So I can't take time out of my schedule. So whenever she calls me, like if I'm busy, I just like to give her a text message. Then I can't talk to you right now. I like that. Like that.
Well, your part 1 is over, and your part 2 starts. Here is your topic, and I'll set a minute for you to take down your ideas, and your time starts now.
Okay, ready to go?
So we need to start now. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Go on.
Recently, I went to Sikkim with my colleagues, my classmates, and we went there by bus. The bus was deluxe bus. It was full of everything. All the facilities were there, from sleeping to charging to ACs. So it was quite a long journey. It took us 24 hours just to reach the border of Nepal. So from where we can enter to the Sikkim. And the bus journey was quite interesting because all of us were friends. We were good friends from the college, from the starting day. So all of us were together. We had guitar, we had drinks, we had everything. So we were like just chilling out in the bus. And I do remember this trip because it was very fun. It was very memorable to me because all of my friends were with me. Then we reached Sikkim. Then we stayed at the hotel. Then everyone was sharing a room. So some of my best friends, we shared a room, and the two was quite memorable just because of my best friends, because everyone is there for me, and we were like out of everyone's contact, we were like contactless for 7 days. We were just us and just enjoyment, and it was just refreshment for us. We were like away from everything, from any stress. That's why I just remember the trip. It was also good for me because I made some new friends there. When I was in Sikkim, there were some classmates and there were some colleagues to whom I haven't speak. So that's why I talk to them, I made good bonding with them, and our friendship developed there in the tour as well. So the tour was quite memorable for us because we saw a lot of places, we visited a lot, we traveled, we played in the snow, and every experience we can get from the Sikkim, we get it all. That's why the tour was very important for me also, and it was an experience of a lifetime for me. Because I cannot relive those memories again. The moment I shared with my friends in the tour, it was just like an experience of a lifetime for me.
Right. And radio part 3 starts now.
Okay.
We'll talk about daily travel. Why do people need to travel every day?
There are certain circumstances for why people need to travel. Because some people like to travel because they want to explore new places, they want to visit new things, see new things, make new friends, and learn different cultures and traditions. And some people travel for work because the certain place where they're living, it doesn't have the certain infrastructures to give them the job they want, so they travel to different places. For example, a person from Dhulikhel needs to travel to Kathmandu for work because he gets less job opportunity in Dhulikhel and he gets more job opportunity in Kathmandu. So he needs to travel daily. So that's the second point why people need to travel. And others love traveling just for fun. They just travel around the world, explore, and make new friends. You may be a blogger, a video uploader, a YouTuber, so you just make videos on traveling, and that is your work. So also you travel for your work, for your own personal experience. That's why traveling is important.
And what problems can people have when they are on their daily journey, like for example, going to work or school?
Problems may arise when we are going to travel for work or any other reasons, because while traveling we mostly take the roadways. So in roadways we do have a problem of traffic jam, and sometimes certain accidents that may occur. So there are different problems there, and sometimes we may be late because the bus went earlier, or sometimes we may get late because the bus came late. So there are certain reasons that people will get problems when traveling, and sometimes they forget things. Like I'm preparing for a tour, or I'm preparing for a planned trip, then I pack my bag and I put everything, but sometimes I forgot something that is very essential for me. And for like daily traveling, when you carry all your documents with you and sometimes you forget a document, that might be a problem. So while traveling, you need to stay focused and you need to put everything in your bag and this is how you travel.
Okay, right. And some people say, that daily journeys like this will not be so common in the future. Do you agree or disagree?
Actually, I don't agree with this term because daily traveling is part of people's life. For example, I can give the example of my own. I travel daily from Dhulikhel to Kathmandu just to take my classes because the infrastructures are here very good. I have very good here, and I can learn more things rather than in the place back in my hometown. So daily traveling is very essential because there is no guarantee that you will have certain resources or certain infrastructures in your locality or in your region where you are living, because the region will not provide everything you need. So in seek of different opportunities, you need to travel. Then you might find a job anywhere else which is suitable for you. Then it is a requirement that you travel every day and every time. So in the future also, I think this trend will be followed by a different generation. So I don't think that traveling will be affected in the future.
Okay, right. And let's talk about the benefits of international travel.
Okay.
What do you think people can learn from traveling to different countries?
As we know that planet Earth is inhabited by different civilizations and different cultures. So when we travel to a new place, we get to see new people and see their different tradition. For example, if a foreigner visits Nepal, he gets to see all the cultures and traditions that are here. There are different cultures like Newari, Tamang, and etc. So the foreigner will gain different knowledge about different cultures and different religions. For example, if a Christian travels to a Hindu state, then he can learn about Hinduism. You can learn how are the gods there, how do people worship there, or what cultural festivals they have, and everything else. And also they can learn about the lifestyle of the people around the place. How are they living, what are the conditions of their living, and from the lifestyles to their work to everything, they can know everything about them. For example, if I visit a place which is unknown to me, then first of all I'll have a map with me, then I'll find places. What do people do here? What do they do for living? Do they do agriculture, or they do take part in industries, or is anything else? and I learn different cultures. For example, how do they worship their God? Because I worship by joining my hands and just praying. What is the method of learning there? So I get the chance to learn more different cultures and traditions. So that's why I think traveling internationally is very good.
Okay, right. And can travel make a positive difference to the economy of the country?
Of course, travel will make a positive change in the economy, because we can see an example of the Pashupatinath temple. And the circumference of the Pashupatinath temple, there are different shops which sells antique pieces or antique things there. When a tourist comes there, when a tourist visits Pashupatinath temple, he first sees the religious value of the place. He sees that every devotee is being there, they are just praying there, and the shops they are selling different antique goods which are related to religion somehow, and they think that when the tourists see that, they attract to it. They will get attracted to it and they want to buy the things. So when they buy the things, they spend their own cash. So it is going to affect the economy, because, and the other reason is when a tourist comes to visit a certain international place, he is going to stay for a long period of time, for example for a week or a month, because he can't just see everything of Nepal in just a day. So he need to stay there for quite time. So he'll stay there at a hotel or at a homestay or anything, and he will need to spend cash there. So when a tourist visits a new place or a new country, then he is also affecting the economy of a country.
Okay, right. And do you think a society can benefit if its members have experience of traveling to other countries?
Society can be uplifted by the help of peoples that have traveled around the world or that have gained the experience of traveling. Because when a traveled person, he is very experienced as a person. He knows different cultures and different traditions. He knows how the people in the other part of the country or other part of the nations live there. What is the living standard of those people? So for example, in my hometown, there's a person who just returned from the USA, United States of America. Then he's like quite unique for us, because he follows the same lifestyle that he's been following in America. So when he's here, he just follows the same technique. He wakes up in the morning, he does the daily exercise with a cup of coffee, then he comes back. Yeah, he's very aware about his environment also, and the sanitation of the environment. So he teaches everyone that you should do this, you should exercise well in the morning, you should have your daily schedule, or you should follow a routine in your daily life, you can get health benefit from it. And he just sets an example that you should not make your city or area polluted, because because where I was living, the places were like this, they were all managed, there were trash cans, there were dustbins everywhere. So he implements the same in the locality. He established some dumping sites, some trash cans, and he also opened a school for disabled people where the disabled can learn, because he thinks that giving priority to disabled is also essential, because being a disabled doesn't mean that you can learn or you can get knowledge. So you have different thinking capacity rather than the other people. So having an experienced person who have traveled a lot is also necessary. For a society.
Very good. Well, your IELTS speaking test is over. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day.